We welcome you back to CBS Mornings, and we've got a special talk at the table today. That's because we're talking about Norah's new podcast. It launches today. It's called, what's it called, Norah?
It's called Healthful.
With who?
Norah O'Donnell.
We like that. The podcast is all about providing helpful and trusted information on women's health. So each week, Norah's going to go in depth with leading experts in everything from mental wellness to fitness. That includes philanthropist Melinda French Gates. I saw that episode. Great. She's invested more than $600 million to improve women's health globally.
Why do you think women's health is the issue of our time?
Because we are half the population. And yet, as you just said, this area for women's health has been underfunded. And when something's underfunded, then it's under-researched. And so women aren't getting the answers that they need. And that just shouldn't be. We're half the population.
I know. And when I think about that, we're half the population. And yet, only 10% of the taxpayer money at the National Institutes of Health goes towards women's research. What are the long-term consequences of that?
Well, the long-term consequences are we live our lives. We know women live an average of 9 years in poor health as compared to a man. And I think we've thought in our heads that those 9 years are, at her end of her life because she lives longer. No, a lot of those years are in your most productive years.
We want to start by saying congratulations to you, Norah O'Donnell. Listen, when I think about it, I can't think of a better fit for you in terms of doing a podcast about this subject, because I've known Norah a long time. You have too. You know that she is a walking, talking health machine. So it makes sense that this would be in your wheelhouse.
Thank you. And, you know, my intention in starting this podcast was really to invigorate the conversation about women's health and inspire people to take care of their own health, and also to introduce people to the world's best experts. I think women are hungry for information about how to live better lives. And yet there's so much misinformation out there on the internet that's being peddled to us. And so I wanted to take, the years I have as a journalist and trying to do fact-based journalism and trust and say, here's the experts, here's some answers.
Yeah. But to educate us, too, about the disparities in women's health. I'm blown away already. I've only seen two episodes. And in both episodes, you learned something like, wow, I didn't even know that was happening. What were we going to say? Sorry.
I was going to get to it in just a bit, but let's stay in that pocket about misinformation. Because social media, listen, it has its positives, but boy, oh boy, the negatives are so much stuff is thrown at us. And a lot of times, it's just flat out wrong. So what's a bit of real information that you may have learned throughout this process or over the course of your life and the work that you have done that really helps you?
Look, I'm 52, have gone through perimenopause and menopause, and so many of my friends have too. And the truth is, many of us suffer from these unexplained things. I mean, I can remember calling my doctor and being like, there is something wrong with me, you know? Melinda French Gates, a multi-billionaire, said she had to go through 3 doctors before she got the right.
And she knows people.
Yes,
One of the most powerful
privilege.
women
Oprah
in the
has
world.
talked about this as well. And what we do know now is hormone replacement therapy can be very helpful. And yet something like 3% of women who are eligible are taking hormone replacement therapy. And it can offer a lot if your doctor says it is safe for you. So we have that conversation around that in terms of living longer. And those kinds of things, I think, not only improve our quality of life, our health span, but also our lifespan.
But the thing that struck me, I learned this when I interviewed Ann Wojcicki about her sister, Susan Wojcicki. Ann is one of the first people on your podcast about lung cancer. Norah, I was so blown away by that. Can you just briefly talk about what that is?
Yeah, I mean, Gayle,
People do not know this.
Gayle, you know, because we've spent 7 years anchoring this show together and been friends for 15 years. I always look at something and say, tell me something I don't know.
Yeah.
I did not know that lung cancer is the biggest killer of women, cancer killer, more than breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and pancreatic cancer combined.
Together.
And it's growing among non-smoking women. We can get a scan for that.
Yeah, we just showed you doing something. What were you getting scanned for?
I got a low CT lung scan at New York Presbyterian here. It took 2 seconds to go in and out. And it turns out, I was able to see I don't have any spots, thankfully. But this is something that I would like, if you can do it, I think, talk to your doctor. But certainly, if you've been smoking in your life, this should be something on your menu.
Yeah, and what can listeners look forward to?
I hope listeners find some helpful information about their health. And so we talk to fitness experts. We talk to medical experts. We're going to talk to skincare experts. Haven't done that yet. One, because skin cancer is so prevalent, but also how to age well. Like, I'm still want to learn more about whether there's lasers, Botox, creams that can make us look younger throughout life.
Is there a pill?
Yes, actually.
Let me know when the pill person comes on.
Yes, GLP-1s are now in pill form.
That make you look younger.
Yes, yes.
Norah, congrats and bravo.
Well, thank you.
It is so
And you know, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button.
Oh, okay.
On the
Look at you.
Right.
Look at me.
Hit the subscribe button and share.
Yes. To watch the debut episodes on YouTube, visit Healthful with Norah O'Donnell. You can listen wherever you get your podcasts, and be sure to hit the subscribe button.
That's right.
Episodes drop every Wednesday. You go, Nora.
And I'm just saying out there, because I know